Debris, 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 debris. Why'd you have to go and take my championship? Wow, you didn't click away after that.
We did it!
This is the story of a Brad Keselowski championship. No, not 2012 when he did this. I'm talking about the one he didn't win. The one he could have and probably should have won had it not been for a few debris cautions. We're going back to 2015. Hey everyone, I'm Will. When you think of 2015, Brad Keselowski is not one of the top drivers that comes to mind, right? Probably the most memorable thing he did that year was getting attacked by a Sharknado. But as it turns out, he was like this close to a championship. On one of my earlier videos, Ash Ketchum's dad told me Brad Keselowski was basically one debris caution away from a winless season and two debris cautions away from a championship in 2015. And that had me like, huh? Really? And then I went and looked through history. Let's start with the one race Keselowski did win in 2015, and it's race number 5 at California. And look at this, he's running back in 4th or 5th in the closing laps. With less than 2 to go, Kurt Busch is leading in his second race back after being suspended for allegations that didn't result in charges. He's got it wrapped up, except...
And caution is out.
Never mind.
Hold on, caution for what? Debris. Well, there it is. Is that worth a caution with a lap and a half to go? You tell me. Anyway, lots of guys come down pit road. Look at all these people who took 2 tires. Keselowski took 4, and he's nowhere to be found. Here's our green-white checkered restart, and where is Keselowski? Way back in 12th. But then he gains like 5 positions in one set of corners, and then a legit big piece of debris goes flying. So NASCAR calls the caution for that, and we'll get a second attempt. On the restart, Keselowski gains multiple spots again in turns 1 and 2. Then he passes Harvick for second. Final lap, he dives inside Busch for the lead. Fox cuts away completely. What's happening up front? I don't know. Oh, there it is. Keselowski is clear to the lead.
Bad Brad wins in California.
Keselowski only led 1 lap, but it sure was the right one. So yes, if not for that debris caution, Keselowski wouldn't have been able to get 4 tires, giving him an advantage on that green-white checkered, and he wouldn't have won at California, his only win of 2015. So the first part of that comment checks out. With the elimination-style chase format in place for this season, doesn't really matter much what you do after you win a race. I mean, Kyle Busch missed 11 races this year and still won the championship. So should I bother looking at what Keselowski does before the chase starts? Yeah, no, forget all these races. Let's go to the chase. In 8th place at Chicago puts him 11 points above the cut line. In New Hampshire, he's on the front row battling for the lead with close to 50 to go. But NASCAR Black flags him for jumping the restart.
It's a pretty basic understanding, and it's an entertainment sport, not a fair sport.
Well, he still claws his way back to 12th, and now he's 16 above the cut line heading to Dover.
A heck of a rebound. Really proud of my guys to come back and get a top 12 out of that, without getting another yellow or catching under the brakes after the black flag. So, part of it.
Pretty forgettable race for him there. He finishes 16th. But you know what? That's good enough to advance to the round of 12 by 2 points. Now in Charlotte, where Keselowski's teammate Joey Logano wins his first of 3 straight races, what does Brad do? Well, nothing remarkable, but a 9th place finish has him 6 points ahead of the cut line, heading to Kansas. And here's the moment you probably remember most from this race.
Around goes the 20, sideways in front of the 22. Kansas slides, caution comes out.
Keselowski puts together another 9th place finish, putting him 7 points to the good entering Talladega. We see some shenanigans with Harvick's car failing coming to the final restart. He basically starts a crash so the race ends under caution and he could advance. Ugh, what a bad ending to this race. But Keselowski didn't need any of that though. He finishes 4th and safely advances to the round of 8. Keselowski hasn't really done anything spectacular up to this point, but that doesn't matter. He's one of the final 8 drivers. The points are reset to 0. Can he clinch a spot in the championship 4? We go to Martinsville, and you probably remember this race for 2 reasons.
Cleared by Logano, maybe no. Kansas takes him out. Logano into the wall. Caution comes out, and the crowd roars.
What a special day to be a Jeff Gordon fan. As for Brad Keselowski, here he is leading the race inside 100 to go. So what happened? He makes contact with Matt Kenseth on a restart. They crash. That's unfortunate for Keselowski because his car is damaged. He spends several laps in the garage after leading close to 150 laps. 32nd is all he has to show for it. And when you look at the standings, I'm not saying he's in must-win mode, but yeah, I think he needs to win. Good thing he has a great car next week. He qualified on the pole, and he would absolutely dominate this race. He leads 312 laps. They don't even run that many at Texas anymore.
This race is far from over. We've seen these races, they're not over until they drop that checkered flag.
Oh, I know that's right. Let's see if I can put this into perspective some more. Keselowski didn't lead 22 laps. Only 22 laps. That's only a little more than 30 miles of a 500-mile race. Bring it on. 25 to go. Keselowski's dominating. We've been green for 107 straight laps. Look. A slow car on the apron. Throw the caution, quick.
On the apron.
Did Eric Jones leave debris on the racing surface? I don't know because NBC never showed any, but you can see the situation is so bad that Jones goes back onto the track to wait for pit road to open. Official calls a caution, debris. And now the field is bunched up for a restart with less than 20 to go. Jimmy Johnson's team must have done something right on pit road under caution because here's Johnson, a guy who was 7.5 seconds behind Keselowski before the debris caution, now making the pass for the lead with 4 to go. Just like that, 312 laps led, but Keselowski has to settle for second.
Nothing you can do about the debris yells at the end of these races. They're going to favor some and hurt some others. And it wasn't our day for them to favor us, but still a lot to be proud of with the Worth Ford Fusion. And, we'll have a great shot of winning next week as well. We really needed to win this one, but I know I gave it my all, and I feel good about that.
Now Keselowski's in 6th. 19 below the cut line with one race before potential elimination. He has to make something happen at Phoenix. And guys, if you thought that was brutal, just wait until you see what's still to come. We continue on to Phoenix. Keselowski leads a few laps through a green flag pit stop cycle. Besides that, pretty unremarkable so far. Now later, here's a caution during the middle of green flag pit stops. The race would never get restarted as rain was just a few minutes away. Notice how Jeff Gordon's leading, but Keselowski hasn't made his stop yet. Like everyone else who hasn't pitted, he comes down pit road. Well, if he stayed out, could he have stole a win? Well, I can't say for sure because when NASCAR sorted out scoring, Dale Jr. was on pit road, and was he ahead of Keselowski? Again, I have no clear answer. Either way, it's raining, and it looks like we won't get to see how this would have played out.
Sorry, not the day we wanted, but happy for my friend Dale Jr. Looks like he's going to get him one.
Well, if it ends like this is the season that's on the line right now. Is that a fair way to end it?
I don't think it matters what's fair. It matters what entertains the fans, and if the fans are happy, then that's what it's all about.
And here's the moment they called the race. Dale Jr. wins, and Keselowski fails to make the championship 4. But we're not done yet. You know how on Deal or No Deal they're like, well, here's what you could have won. Brad Keselowski, here's what you could have won if you made the championship 4. The previous 35 races mean absolutely nothing. If you're one of those 4 drivers and you finish higher than the other 3, you are the champion. Keselowski takes the lead for the first time on a restart with 96 to go. And from there, he dominates. He actually goes on to lead the most laps. Skipping ahead to 11 to go, and Keselowski is well ahead of the other championship contenders. Imagine if he was eligible. But wait.
Now the caution will come out. Debris on the racetrack brings the caution out.
After an 86-lap green flag run with just a few laps to go, NASCAR throws the caution for a water bottle on the apron? Is there a better explanation than that?
The flagman called the debris. It was actually right underneath the flag stand, and it's been pushed away and moved.
Let's take a closer look. Fortunately, they cut to a camera right at the flag stand at the moment of caution. Stop the video and let's zoom in. No, I don't see any debris in front of the flag stand. NBC did capture a shot of something working its way down the racing surface, But again, it was off the track by the moment of caution. I guess whatever that was the reason for the caution. No way they'd throw one for a water bottle on the apron, right? But now we have the field all bunched up. A restart inside 10 to go to decide the championship. And Kyle Busch beats Keselowski on the restart. And Busch, a guy who missed 11 races, is your 2015 champion. So, there you have it. I'd argue Keselowski was one debris caution away from making the championship 4. And then if he made it, he was one debris caution away from winning the whole thing. My takeaway, why do we still have a format like this where something so minor can totally alter the outcome of a 36 race season? Guys, I gotta tell you, making these videos has not been good for my NASCAR fandom. Kind of has me second guessing spending all these hours watching these races, and then you have stuff like this happening. I don't know. I think I'm going to give IndyCar a good look this season. But anyway, be sure to subscribe for more motorsports content. Thanks for watching. Debris, 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 debris. Why'd you have to go and take my championship?